I think the narrative is going to be Bitcoin flows and then people going out the risk curve as people build. Look, we still haven't built gaming at scale.
Mm-hmm. Well, off the grid.
Off the grid. Avalanche built, backed that. But I think, SUI's sweet spot is that as well. Because it's super fast and super effective at certain things. We haven't seen the wholesale conversion of Web 2. We haven't seen payment system integration outside of stable coins. And I'm talking here about maybe Doge on X or whatever it may be, right? We saw a bunch of these guys experiment, like Reddit last cycle, but didn't because of regulation. But the regulation changes. So I think the lack of regulatory headwind will create opportunity for a lot of the people who haven't been in to come in, and that'll be enough. I don't think you're wrong about DeFi. I do think DeFi is not easy to use for non-crypto natives still. So it needs to be embedded in a simpler way. The entire space, if it's going to 100 trillion and it's only 3 trillion today, will Bitcoin dominance be 50% of a 100 trillion market? No. Where will it be? Where will it settle as an asset class? We don't know. But let's say it'll have the equivalent or larger than gold whenever gold is at that stage. So let's say it's 30 trillion. So there's the 70% that's going to make an extraordinary amount of money. Mm-hmm. So I think the S-curve applies to the whole space overall, but the returns are still relatively high to come because we're still pretty early in most of this. And we see that over time. So Bitcoin's returns are coming down. ETH was higher, still is higher, but it's coming down. Solana's higher, but will come down next cycle. SUI or whatever's coming up this cycle, it will still have a couple of acceleration cycles. Then it slows down. But, what are we going to argue about? That the returns have gone from 150% a year to 60% a year? I mean, this is la-la land in finance, right? Nobody gets given these opportunities. What is a harder thing is why even start a business?
Crypto enthusiasts are seeing a surge in altcoins. Several tokens are hitting new highs. Assets like TRX and SUI are showing bullish momentum. However, attention is turning to a new cryptocurrency on the Solana blockchain. Experts predict it could surge 1,000-fold by 2025. Donald Trump's electrifying comeback has revived the cryptocurrency market, and meme coins are leading the charge. While major cryptocurrencies are posting modest gains, Catzilla is preparing for a seismic leap into the spotlight. With Trump's pro-crypto vision of making the United States a global crypto powerhouse, the stage is set for an unprecedented bull run. According to Raoul Pal, SUI's this feature will help it outperform Solana. Before we move forward, if you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now, let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana and the overall crypto market.
There are 500 million brokerage accounts in the world in traditional finance. That's India, that's China, it's the US, that's Europe. 500 million. There's 500 million crypto brokerage accounts.
Yeah. Says a lot.
Already, it's going to dwarf the existing system because it's accessible, it's approachable, there's no gatekeepers. It's everybody with a mobile phone anywhere in the world can use it, whether you're in Nigeria, whether you're in the Philippines, whether you're in Amsterdam. So 500 million. So we're neck and neck right now. And as you say, the companies in the space, if they get it right, it's so much more, this higher margin, higher volumes, and secular growth, while finance itself is not really growing.
Raoul Pal shows a key crypto chart that indicates big changes ahead in the digital asset space. His detailed analysis focuses on 2024 cryptocurrency market trends and Layer 1 blockchains. Paul shared all his findings on Solana versus SUI. The technical chart he posted shows a significant pattern that could fundamentally change the way the market moves. Paul's crypto chart shows important insights about how Layer 1 chains compete. Paul stated that he still doesn't understand why so many macro girls still mess around in rates, foreign exchange, precious metals, value investing, commodities, and emerging markets when the biggest macro trade of all time is happening. $3 trillion to $100 trillion potential in 10 years. Everything else is a waste of capital. The detailed Solana versus SUI chart shows a potential breakout pattern forming in the market. Paul believes that these technical moves hit at substantial changes in the cryptocurrency investment strategy. Paul's crypto chart comparing the performance of SUI and Solana suggests that Layer 1 blockchains could see significant changes in the cryptocurrency market dynamics in 2024. Paul made a bold prediction for the future of the cryptocurrency market. He predicted that the cryptocurrency market would explode in the coming years, leading to a market cap worth trillions. Paul gave a bold prediction explaining that the cryptocurrency market would gain a market cap of $100 trillion. He explained the macroeconomic trends that shaped the global financial sector after the 2008 crisis. According to Paul, every bear cycle boosts tech stocks first because they help shape the future of the markets. He cited the fact that cryptocurrencies are technology-based and the next recession will boost them to new highs after the recovery. Paul backed up the observations that the tech sector is the biggest gainer after a stock market crash. He explained that the cryptocurrency market is the first to benefit from a downturn because its technology is new and unexplored. The expert predicted that if the cryptocurrency market reaches a market cap of $2.5 trillion, the next stop will be $100 trillion. According to him, the market will see mass adoption after the next downturn, which will propel it to new heights. Chris Bernks, former director of ARK Invest, also backed Raoul Pal's bold and optimistic predictions. Bernks said that he would not dismiss Paul's remarks because a $100 trillion market cap for cryptocurrencies is possible. Kathy Wood of ARK Invest also strongly believes that Bitcoin could hit $1 million in the next few years. If this happens, the overall cryptocurrency market will explode, causing several altcoins to reach new heights in the rankings. In conclusion, key industry experts believe that the conditions are in place for the market to take off. Paul warned cryptocurrency investors not to let emotion cloud their judgment, emphasizing that now is not the time to be fear of missing out, FOMO. Paul urged moderation, reminding investors that the past 8 months were the ideal time to increase their holdings. Paul's message is clear. He emphasized don't lose your mind, don't use leverage, and don't do too much FOMO. Investors should be wary of excessive leverage and prepare for potential drawdowns, as he anticipates the possibility of 30% or more drops, even during bull markets. His words resonate deeply as Bitcoin and other digital assets hit new highs, amplifying the risk of hasty investment moves. Paul's experience with market cycles has made him a sought-after figure in the cryptocurrency industry, and his opinions carry weight among retail and institutional investors. Paul's lofty goals stem from his view that digital assets present a unique alternative to traditional finance instruments, providing what he calls a hedge against systematic problems in the global economy. These bold predictions underscore his belief that digital assets can enable retail investors to preserve their wealth amid rising inflation and economic instability. According to Paul, the number of cryptocurrency users will surpass 1 billion by 2025. In 2023, the global cryptocurrency user base surpassed 500 million people, according to a report provided by Crypto.com. The industry has managed to reach significant adoption milestones despite hurdles in microfinance. In comparison, there are more than 5 billion internet users worldwide. Just a few decades ago, there were very few internet users. As Paul points out, cryptocurrencies are still being adopted at twice the speed of the internet.